Hey friends, Kelly Calabrese here with your intentionally fabulous tip of the day. So we are in the holiday season, and if you are newly separated, divorced, single, want to talk to you about the to not do list. We're big about having lists to do during Christmas, but just wanted to speak to your heart and your head and your emotions about what not to do this Christmas. First is do not overdo the decorating. Right now it's the time where you're focused on healing. You may still feel like, wow, your world is still blown apart, and you may have recently moved and you're not even sure where all the things are. Maybe you totally went to town at Christmas and now your heart's just not in it. Do not feel like you need to perform for anyone and go all out, even for children. This year, maybe you do something more minimal. Maybe you just decorate the table and you get a small tree, you put up a couple of stockings, and you're good. You decide what feels right for your heart. You might not be up for it this year, so don't feel like you need to overdo it. No one is going to judge you, believe me. Do not overdo the entertaining. So if you normally hosted the holidays at your house and you're just not up for it, again, everyone will understand. Maybe you can have a smaller group. Maybe people bring food and you just cook the main dish. Maybe you go to someone else's house this year. Do not let the pressure of the holidays just fall on you to feel like you have to be the one to host. Do not overshop. A lot of times when you're going through separation and divorce, money is almost always an issue. So this isn't the time that you want to overspend, because it's just not necessary. You don't need to do it. Also, do not try and buy the children. If you have small children, make it more about the time, make it more about the experience, make it more about the new tradition and customs. Do not overbake. We know that when we are feeling emotional, we tend to overfeed, especially on sweets. So if you're spending time baking, you're probably going to spend extra time eating, and you just want to set yourself up for success. And being surrounded by cookies is probably not the best idea. Do not over volunteer if that's something you normally do, or you just feel like, oh my goodness, I got to get out of my own mess and let me just go volunteer. That may be a good idea if you're up for it, but don't overdo it to the point where you're so mentally and emotionally and physically drained that you just don't have it to give to someone else. Um, do not overdo mindlessly sitting around watching TV. Don't just say, well, I'm just going to sit here and couch surf and do just, show after show after show of binging on TV. That's not going to make you feel good. We know that the TV just is not typically stimulating in a good way, but drags us down. And especially around the holidays, there might be a lot of shows that have to do with family and tradition, and it just might not lift your spirits. I would say also do not overwork. Just thinking, well, I'll just throw myself into the work and not even deal with the holiday. I will just volunteer for every shift or just stay at the office. That's not going to be great for your healing and your heart either. That's just running from the heart issues that you really need to deal with. And finally, I will say on your to don't list, do not bring home a boyfriend. This is not the time. If you're newly single, newly divorced, do not spring that on your family over the holidays. So, friends, there is your to don't list. I will come back to you another day soon with a tip on what to do this holiday season if you're newly separated or divorced. So, keep tuning back in to Intentionally Fabulous. And also, if you haven't joined the private Facebook page at Intentionally Fabulous, please go there. Or you can also go to the website intentionallyfabulous.com. It is specifically and strategically to help women going through any stages of separation, divorce, post-divorce to heal and be well. So thank you, amazing friends. Have an intentionally fabulous day.